With 2020 kicking off, many mobile games have big plans when it comes to esports, and if you want to compete for big cash prizes and fame while playing your favorite mobile games, you're in the right place. Hey Warriors, I'm Ben, and today on Android Gamespot, I'll talk about my picks for the 10 best mobile esports for 2020. For this list, the ranking is in no particular order, and I'm not including any Supercell games, and I've explained why on Patreon and the YouTube members blog. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out the links in the description down below or by the end of this video. And just a quick reminder before we begin, I publish new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more epic content. Number 10. League of Legends Wild Rift. The first game in this list is League of Legends Wild Rift. Now, I know that the game hasn't been released yet, but Riot Games has promised a 2020 release and gameplay footage of the game has already leaked. And while it's still kinda early to speculate about an esports scene for the game, I will be shocked if Riot doesn't push it in that direction, especially knowing the success of League of Legends in the esports scene. Hideo Hikida, a producer at Riot Games, said in a recent interview that he would love to see the community embrace the game and move it forward in whatever way they can, adding that if this means that the community wants to see esports tournaments, then Riot would love to give us exactly what we want. And we want Wild Rift and esports tournaments. Who's with me? Number 9. Fortnite. Fortnite doesn't need any introductions, and Epic Games, the company behind the game, has made it a norm to splash large chunks of money on Fortnite tournaments with some record-breaking prize pools that just haven't been seen before in esports. The big news is a Fortnite Mobile Cup could be on the way, and it will feature a $1 million prize pool. And while the mobile community in Fortnite isn't as much in the spotlight as its PC and console counterparts, it does feature some extremely talented players like Ducky the Gamer and SSN Senna, two of my personal favorite. Of course, the news is so far just a rumor and it hasn't been confirmed by Epic Games, but knowing their track record of running big money tournaments, it doesn't sound impossible. Far from that, actually. Number 8. Vainglory. Vainglory was among the first mobile games to run esports events, and the Vainglory Premier League was the tournament of choice for the competitive players of the game. Sadly, Super Evil Megacorp, the developers of the MOBA, have announced that they were shifting away from the game's competitive scene, and they explained that the planning and running of these events was just taking time away from their focus on the development of the game. This doesn't mean the end of Vainglory in the esports scene, but rather that they will concentrate on the development of the game, and perhaps third-party organizations that have more experience and better resources will organize the esports events. That's what I understood from their statements, and that means we will be getting the best of both worlds, so win-win. Number 7. Auto Chess. Auto Chess was the founder of the new genre called Auto Battles, which is quickly taking over the world. And it all started from a casual custom game inside Dota 2. The first ever auto chess tournament was held in China over a 3-day period with 32 players from around the world competing for a share of a whopping $1 million prize pool. The Korean pro Park Jin-soo emerged victorious after defeating the Chinese player Archdevil, taking home the first place trophy and a tiny cash prize of $450,000. As I mentioned earlier, this is just the beginning of the Auto Battles esports, and if you want to get familiar with the genre or just have an idea what better games are out there, check out my best auto chess games video, link is in the description down below. Number 6. Hearthstone. Hearthstone not only kicked off the digital collectible card game frenzy, but it also inspired everything from games like Clash Royale to Artifact. The game quickly spawned a competitive scene around it and proved to be one of the most popular games on Twitch, often battling the big names like Dota 2, League of Legends, and Counter-Strike. The Hearthstone Masters Tour features the biggest names in the scene and the biggest prize pools, and this one leads to the World Championship, which takes place every year at BlizzCon. There are also other tournaments like the Red Bull MEO, which gives a chance to anyone over the age of 16 to take part in, earn a spot, and compete with the best of the best. Number 5. Gods of Boom. Previously known as Guns of Boom and being one of the lesser known player in the esports scene, although it definitely shouldn't be the case, this is a fantastic arcade first-person shooter with awesome cel-shaded graphics, fast-paced gameplay, and 60 million players across the globe. Also, the game was one of the first to make its mark in the esports history, and so far, 2 major tournaments have been held, the first with a total prize pool of $200,000 and the second $500,000, and mid-season online tournaments in between. And if you're wondering how you can join, this is how it works. There are 3 series in play. The first one is the Challenger series, which is the entry point with weekly online tournaments for teams around the world. At the end of each stage, the top teams advance to the second series called the Pro Series, which is offline and takes place in different venues in the world. You can win serious money prizes in the Pro Series, and the top teams advance to the third series, Gods of Boom, with the best of the best competing for big money, trophies, and the title of champion. I cannot wait to see what they have in store for Season 3 in 2020. Number 4. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. MLBB has been running esports competitions in Southeast Asia for over 2 years now, and it's not looking to stop anytime soon. Also, another good news for those of you who are in other parts of the world, Moonton, the developer of the game, expressed desires to expand the game to more regions. The M1 World Championship, the first of its kind for the MOBA game, featured a whopping $250,000 prize pool, and besides Southeast Asian countries, qualifiers were also held in the US, Brazil, Russia, and Turkey. The M2 World Championship will be held in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, a city that I have visited in the past, so shout out to all my Indonesian warriors. Mobile Legends Bang Bang expanding to new regions will be a tough challenge, as League of Legends Wild Rift is coming out this year as well, and it will be an exciting battle up ahead, with only winners as far as I'm concerned, the mobile gamers. Number 3. Call of Duty Mobile. Released only a few months ago at the time of this video, Call of Duty Mobile is already one of the biggest mobile games on the planet with over 170 million downloads to date. Now, I realize it's a little too soon to talk about an esports scene for the game, but the number of ongoing community tournaments make it obvious that fans want to compete in esports events. Garena, which released the game in Southeast Asia, has already realized this and has been hosting tournaments here and there. For example, the Clan Invasion tournament was held in Singapore and Malaysia featuring live finals. Call of Duty Mobile Mission 1 was held for Thailand and featured a $6,600 prize pool, while the Call of Duty Mobile Creator Challenge has been the biggest tournament for the game in the American continent and featured a $30,000 prize pool and a 12,000 viewership peak. We want more, am I right? Number 2. Teppen. Teppen is one of the newest kids on the block in terms of card battle games, but don't hold that against it, as the Teppen World Championship 2019 gathered online qualifiers from around the globe to compete in the finals, taking place in Tokyo back in December 2019. The event awarded a champion from Taiwan, Hua Yong-woo, taking down the title and just shy of $275,000 and a brand new car. Tara Koman from Japan took second place and $91,000, and Ryuzu from the United States finished in third place, pocketing just over $45,000. There will be many ways to qualify for the 2020 Teppen World Championship, namely tour points, offline tournaments, and online tournaments will all net points that will add up for qualifying to the main event. Teppen is an awesome game, the event was great, and I can't wait to see more of this later this year. Number 1. PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile, the Battle Royale icon, is hands down one of the biggest mobile games today, as it has amassed an insane 555 million downloads worldwide from the time of release to December 2019. Also, mobile games have accounted for 33% of all app downloads in 2019, so it's no surprise that PUBG Mobile has kicked off an esports tournament for pro-level players called the PUBG Mobile Pro League. The event will be divided into 2 seasons, spring and fall, and teams that do well will get to qualify for the World Championship scheduled for December 2020. The Pro League has already started for the Southeast Asian region and matches are on the way as we speak. the whole event has an insane $5 million prize pool for you to win. And that sums up my picks for the best mobile esports games on Android and iOS. And I'm curious, which of these games are you a fan of? And do you agree with the ranking? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, your likes are very much appreciated, and subscribing is a good idea if you haven't yet, as I make new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, and if you also want to support my work, you can sign up for a membership on Patreon or YouTube for as little as $1 and get access to exclusive badges and emojis, behind the scenes rewards, or your name in the videos. So head over to patreon.com/AndroidGamespot or check out the links in the description below. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you warriors for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Android Gamespot. Stay epic!